There are a lot more heroes from the War of the Lance besides the Innfellows. Welcome to another Dragonlance Saga episode. My name is Adam, and today we are going to talk about the heroes of the War of the Lance. I'd like to take a moment and thank the DL Saga members and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below. You can even pick up Dragonlance gaming materials using my affiliate links. I'm referencing the DL1 through 14 Dragonlance modules for this information. If I leave anything out or misspeak, please leave a comment below. I'm willing to bet that most anyone watching this video will expect to hear about the Innfellows, otherwise known as the Companions. But if you're basing your sole knowledge of Dragonlance on novels, you're missing half of the wonder, experience, and fun of what makes Dragonlance Dragonlance. The entirety of the original Dragonlance Saga spanned 12 DL modules beginning with DL1 Dragons of Despair and ending with DL14 Dragons of Triumph, including DL5 Dragons of Mystery, the first Dragonlance sourcebook, and DL11 Dragons of Glory, an official simulation game thrown into the mix. It was all capped off with two short adventure anthologies, DL15 Mists of Krynn and DL16 World of Krynn. And yes, there was an AD&D 1.5 edition DLA Dragonlance Adventures sourcebook release later. My point here is that there is much more to the Dragonlance Saga, and today I want to showcase the original heroes of the War of the Lance from the game's supplements. Yes, many of these characters I'm going to present are very well known due to the books, but I would hazard a guess there may be one or two you aren't familiar with. And more so, some you thought were player characters, but are in fact non-player characters when we first meet them. So, let's dive into it. Tanis, 5th level half-elf fighter. We first meet Tanis with his backstory in DL1 Dragons of Despair. He wandered the wilderness for 5 years throughout Quillinesty, west of the Carolise Mountains, through the forests of Kith Cannon, all the way to the sea. He never found any trace of healers, but he fervently believes the gods of good exist. He followed white stags, wheeling birds, and thunder clouds to stay clear of danger, and believes these to be proof of the gods. Goldmoon, 5th level human cleric. She's a princess of the Quayshu tribe. She traveled with her betrothed Riverwind, seeking the nature of a mysterious staff he had brought back from the Forsaken Lands in the east. This was a test her father assigned him, then refused to recognize it and had Riverwind stoned to death. Goldmoon ran to him and the staff teleported them to safety. Tasselhoff Burfoot, 4th level Kender thief. He cannot recall all the places he's visited in the past 5 years, as he forgot to map them all. He knows the north and west has changed, and has discovered the New Sea, and that Ergoth had split from the mainland into 2 islands compared to his maps. His return to Solace revealed that Seekers from Haven are controlling a run-down Solace. Riverwind, 5th level human ranger. His memory of the Forsaken Lands is fractured. His dreams are plagued by a black swamp, a well, a kind and shiny lady, and a leather-winged creature of evil. He fears these are visions of his maddened mind as he returns to the Quayshu bleeding, crazed with fever and visions. He loves Goldmoon, and together they seek to control the staff's power. Riverwind began as an NPC. Caraman, 6th level human fighter. He traveled with his brother over the Carolise Range to the southwest beyond the realms of the elves, seeking the fabled Towers of High Sorcery. They discovered the mist-shrouded towers, and Caraman watched as Raceland took his test. Sturm Brightblade, 6th level human fighter. He saw the northern lands while escorting Kitiara. They parted ways on the other side of the sea, and he headed west. He was searching for a holy man and his birthright. He sought to take his father's place in the Knights of Solamnia, but he discovered the knights fell out of favor and could not find them at all. His past remains a mystery to him. Raceland, 3rd level human magic user. He has passed great tests set by the spirits of long-dead sages and wizards in the Towers of High Sorcery. As the tests wore on him, he now sees the world through hourglass eyes. His health has failed him, but the magic will grant even greater aid. He recalls the last words from the towers being that the time is at hand when his strength must rebalance the world. Flint Fireforge, 4th level dwarf fighter. He spent 5 years searching for unseen things and to avenge the wrongs done to his people. He has searched for the gates of Thorbarden, where his mountain dwarf cousins locked out the hill dwarves after the cataclysm. He was captured by gully dwarves, but escaped after slaying many of them. Tiku Whalen, 5th level human fighter, formerly 3rd level human thief. It isn't until DL3 Dragons of Hope that she becomes a PC. She was the daughter of a thief, but was offered a job by Odic after he caught her trying to steal from him. Her father knew illusions, and she's been fascinated by magic since her youth. She prefers to bash things over the head when fighting. Gilthanas, 5th level elf fighter, 4th level elf magic user. He is brother to Porthios and Lorana, and son to the Speaker of Suns. He served as a messenger and spy, but was captured by Draconians in Solace. He chose to help rescue captives from Pax Tharkaz rather than fleeing to the west with his people. He's filled with optimism and love. Lorana, 4th level elf fighter, began as an NPC as well. She is daughter to the Speaker of Suns and sister to Gilthanas and Porthios. She was very spoiled in childhood, but has a good heart. She uses her good looks and charm to her advantage as a diplomat. She was pledged to Tanis as a child, but she took the relationship more seriously than he did. She is immature, but possesses great inner strength and potential for greatness. Elistan, 7th level human, he begins as an NPC as well. He was once a seeker priest and worshipped false gods. He was brought before Verminard and tortured when he refused to join the Dragon High Master. When Goldmoon healed him, he knew she held the true faith. He was rescued from Pax Tharkaz and learned the knowledge of the true gods, becoming a true cleric of Paladine. He is a man of peace, but will do what is needed for his cause. Derek Crownguard, 8th level human fighter. He's first introduced in DL6 Dragons of Ice. He is a Rose Knight of the Knights of Solamnia. He's charged by Lord Gunthar with recovering a dragon orb, an ancient crystal globe with power over dragons. Their search led them from Solamnia to Tarsus, and they wish to join the others in opposition to the Dragon High Lords. Aaron Talbo, 7th level human fighter. He is a Crown Knight in the Knights of Solamnia. He has devoted his life to archery and is one of the finest bowmen in Solamnia. He was also sent to discover the Orb of Dragon Control, rumored to be used by magicians of old to destroy dragons. They searched for the party of adventurers seeking the downfall of the High Lords. Lord Gunthar, 13th level human fighter. He is introduced in DL9 Dragons of Deceit. He is the Lord of the Order of the Crown and the highest ranking Knight of Solamnia alive. He embodies honesty, faith, and courage. He struggles with uniting the knighthood during the war. He is saddened by the infighting and pettiness that has crept into the knighthood. Alhana Starbreeze, 7th level elven fighter. She is a PC in DL10 Dragons of Dreams. She's the daughter of Lorak Caledon, Speaker of Stars. She was attending diplomatic meetings in Sanchrist when she heard of her homeland falling to the dragon armies. She's trying to return home to find what has happened to her father. She is cold on the outside, but loving and warm inside. Waylorn Wyversbane, 7th level druid. He starts as an NPC as well. He has been sleeping for an incredibly long time. He was discovered in a tower built during the Age of Might over 1,500 years ago. He believes he is Huma, the great dragon slayer. He may have barely known Huma in reality and wants to become a dragon slayer himself. Serinda Elderwood, 5th level elf fighter, 6th level mage. She is introduced in DL12 Dragons of Faith. She's a Savenesti high elf whose family died by the dragon army. She was away in the service of a sea merchant when it happened and has become friends with Krynn, traveling with him to return to his home. She has a regal bearing and stature and tends to help those in need. Kron Ellen Thistlenot, 4th level Kender fighter, 5th level thief. He is the oldest son of hero Krynn. Anxious to prove himself through grand deeds of daring, he delights in battle tactics but is slow to withdraw. War broke out on his wanderlust, and he is seeking to return to his homeland. He wields a Chapak, a war axe with 2 metal prongs for a slingshot. The hilt doubles as a blowgun. These are all characters that are played as heroes of the lance throughout the modules, and unlike the novels, many don't die, like Derek Crownguard and Aaron Talbo, for example. There are many endings, and some have Waylorn actually being Huma Dragonbane. But that is all the time I have to talk about the heroes of the War of the Lance. What do you think of all these characters? Would you be interested in playing the heroes that were never featured in the Chronicles? Finally, would you ever revisit the original Advanced Dungeons & Dragons modules? Leave a comment below. I'd like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. This all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with Dragonlance Saga, and until next time, remember, maybe the cat got my tongue, but if that were so, what happened to the cat? And why would a cat want an extra tongue in the first place?